up you guys, my name is Vinci and welcome back to my channel to another edition of Faking It and Making It. As you can see, we're back in the kitchen once again because it is finally that time of year. It's Chinese New Year's Eve on the day that I'm filming this. In celebration, in early festive feelings, we're gonna be making some little snacks in preparation for the day. And I've decided to make something called a little, well, I mean, in English it's probably called like a little peanut dumpling, I guess. In Cantonese, it's called gọt zai, which are basically just like little fried dumplings filled with sweet sugar and what is it? It's like a variety of mixed nuts. We'll get to it. I felt like getting festive, so here we are, donned the red. Let's get to it. Let's get faking and making it and make some gọt zai. Here we go. So I've got my recipe loaded up here. It has a recipe for filling that's meant to fill up 32 little mini puffs, but the dough is only for 16 mini puffs. So we're gonna do some math. I'm gonna need a few things to start off with. Again, pretty basic recipe. I'll leave the link to it in the description box below if you want to give it a shot, but let's gather those supplies. All-purpose flour, some rice flour, oil. Great. This is all the stuff we're gonna need for the dough, but I think I'm gonna get started on the filling first. The recipe says to just use peanuts, but honestly, it's filling. You can use whatever you want. You can use a mixed variety. You can add whatever your heart's desires into the filling. Anything that's gonna give your taste buds a little pop of surprise. Do what you want. I've got my variety of mixed nuts in here. I'm gonna measure it out and then I'm going to chop it up and mix it in with some sugar and some sesame seeds, and that will be the filling. Let's get to it. Okay, so in classic Asian style, I'm not following the recipe to a T. I'm just measuring it in proportion to however much I seem to have and just eyeballing it. I mean, it wouldn't be an Asian cooking recipe if you didn't just use the measurement a little bit. 一点点. So, filling acquired. We'll set this to the side for now and get started on making the actual fun part, which is the dough. This is where the math comes in. I have filling for 32. The recipe for the dough is for 16. So I'm gonna double up this recipe and hope for the best. Hope it makes enough to make 32 puffs. 2 3/4 cups. I can do that. What's 2 times 3/4? 1.25, right? Oh, it's 1.5. Never mind. Okay. 1/4 cup of rice flour, which means a 1/2 cup if we double it. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Double that, 1/2 teaspoon. Fractions. Also, side note, the recipe doesn't call for this, but according to my MasterChef mother, who happens to have pork lard sitting in the fridge, adding this is gonna basically replicate what butter would do. Because this recipe doesn't have butter in it, I'm gonna add a little bit of this lard in combination with the oil. I think I might go 50-50 just so it's an even amount. That's probably not how measurements work in the food world, but we're going 50-50. Whatever the recipe says to use of oil, I'm gonna use half of that plus the other half I'm gonna make up in lard, and hopefully it comes up with that fake butter feel. I can't believe it's not butter. So since I'm doubling the recipe anyway, it's gonna be a 1/4 cup vegetable oil and a 1/4 cup of the lard. How am I gonna get a 1/4 cup of this? A 1/4 cup is 32 grams apparently. So we're just gonna scoop out this lard. Oh my god, it looks like ice cream. I'm making quenelles over here. Oh wait, that's pretty on. No, I'm just gonna use my hand. Screw the spatula.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
So once this is all combined, then I'm going to add in the water slowly so that it becomes an actual dough. And then we can roll it out into some little gọt zai shapes, which is going to be the fun part and also the most difficult part because I have zero coordination. But we're faking it and making it. To any bakers watching, I'm so sorry. So it needs 1/2 cup of water. If I'm doubling it, then I need 1 cup of water. Oh wait, it's 1/3 cup of water, but I'm probably not gonna use all of it. I guess we're just doing it by eye again. Slowly add water a little at a time. Okay. Add a little bit. Oh, it's starting to get doughy. Okay, that might have been too much. Oh, okay, that might have been too much, but that's fine. The thing about dough is, if you add more flour, it cancels out the water. That's probably not correct, but that's what I do. Improvise. It says to take it out of the bowl to knead it, but like, I'm kneading it just fine in the bowl. 3 to 4 minutes. Oh my God, how long have I been doing this? Oh my God, my poor arms. Why does everything I do on this channel require an arm workout? First it's the sawing, now it's the kneading. Can my arms catch a break? The answer is no. Okay, I'm gonna stop kneading it now because I don't want to overwork the gluten and have it be all whatever happens when you overwork gluten. So I'm gonna round this up into a nice little ball. This seems like a good consistency for dough. I'm not mad at that. That's pretty good. Form it into a ball, leave it in the bowl, cover with a towel and allow it to rest for 10 minutes. Timer starts now.
A few minutes later.
Ta-da! It looks exactly the same. So now that it is done proofing, which I'm assuming that's what it was doing. Now that it's done proofing, we're gonna roll it out into little circle shapes and then fill it with the filling, wrap it up into little parcels and then fry it. This is going great. This is much easier than I anticipated. The recipe doesn't actually say to flour the board, but I did it anyway, just in case the dough sticks to the board and we have a literal sticky mess on our hands. I think I'm just gonna pinch off a little bit, roll it out into a little circle, flatten it, fill it with the filling, and then try my best to fold it into a pretty little shape. One like, one prayer. We've reached that point once again. This is meant to make 32. Should I separate it into 32 first? You know what? I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna wing it, as if wing isn't my middle name. Roll it into a little sphere. Is that really thick? That seems really thick. And then teaspoon. Stop laughing at me. This is not gonna go well, I can tell you right now. Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. This is fine. Wow, wow. Okay, she's folding, she's pleading with the pastry gods to please make this work. Look, this is actually kind of cute. Ta-da! This is actually kind of cute. The pastry's a little bit thick, but this is the first one. Not bad for a first try. Let's keep going. Stop laughing at me. Wow, this is mini. This one's tiny. This one's a lot more dough than it is. Stop. Do you want to make some?
Do you want me to make some?
It's up to you. 你有冇整過㗎個仔？
有，我喺呢度都整過，細個記得。
That's so pretty. Oh my God. Okay, see? This is the expectation. And then this is the reality. Are you kidding me? 我個方法咧就係諗住好似整餃子咁樣咧。
Yes，但係你一定要咁諗，整喺個餃子出先 ，OK？
Hold up, you're going too fast.
唔係咁嘅速度，你攞大拇指。
Wait, it's working, it's working. It's working.
OK，
It's working. This is a different style. See, it's working.
係啊。
How did you make that so pretty? Are you kidding me?
我教俾你聽，你唔聽。
Obviously, I got too caught up trying to make my gotze look pretty to have any running commentary here, but I just felt like I needed to say that one of the best things, in my opinion, about Chinese New Year and Chinese festivals is getting to spend time with the ones that you love and just bonding over the simplest things, like cooking something, having a big family dinner. It's those little moments that make it all so worthwhile, and having this downtime with my mum to learn a recipe that she's made before and have her pass on her techniques to me. Even editing it back, it just feels so heartwarming and wholesome. Okay, they're done. The little godzes are all wrapped up and they're really cute, and actually it turned out that there's exactly 32. So, math, it works. I'm gonna set up the frying pan now, or the frying pot. We are at the stovetop. I'm going to fill up this pot with about an inch of oil, because apparently that's how you measure oil now. And then once it heats up, I'm gonna put in a few of the little dumplings, fry them up to a nice little golden brown. And once they're fully cooled off, then they are ready to devour. I feel like Nigella Lawson right now. I don't know why. Let's just do this. Let's just heat some oil. Little life hack for testing oil. If you've got an old wooden chopstick lying around, poke that into the oil. If you can see bubbles around it, then your oil's heated and ready to go. Put in a few of them at a time. and then fry them until they're golden brown. I mean, these look pretty golden brown. Ooh, wait, they're a nice golden brown. That actually looks really good. Good job. All right, next round, here we go. The good thing about these is that the filling is already technically cooked, so I don't have to worry about the internal temperature or anything. And I don't have to worry about giving anyone salmonella. We are done frying and they're nice and pretty golden brown. I'm really proud of myself. They look pretty good. I really just want to dig into one right now, but we can't do that. It's too hot inside. We're gonna let them cool so that they have that extra crunch in them when you first bite into it. So I'm gonna let them cool in the little oil cooling dripping rack thing for a little while. And then once they're fully cooled, the tasting begins.
Later that same evening.
I'm not gonna lie, these came out really, really pretty. Obviously, the folding shapes, the pleats, there's a variety of them, but that's all part of the charm. And they're a really nice golden brown, which is the best part of it. It looks amazing. Hopefully it tastes just as good. So I'm gonna try it. Here goes nothing. Oh my God. Wait, this tastes so good. Oh my God, I'm a genius. Big brain things. This actually tastes amazing. The pastry, I may have made it a little bit too thick on this one, but the filling works, like it balances it out really nicely because the pastry itself is kind of like savory, puff pastry-like with, I'm assuming because of the lard, it gave it that extra like oiliness, but not like greasy oiliness, if that makes any sense. And then it balances out with the sweetness of the filling and the sugar, and the nuts give it that texture. Oh my God, these are so good. Okay. Yeah, I literally can't, I don't have words. I'm speechless. Not to toot my own horn, but these are amazing. It's like the perfect balance of savory and sweet. This is everything that I want in a snack. Why don't we have these more often? Why are these reserved for New Year's? Time to get the final verdict. I'm gonna get my mom's opinion on these. Mom, do you wanna try? No, but like, God, I'm literally gonna eat all of them. Can you try faster? Okay, 나 이거味道咧. Is it good? Yay! Approved! Do you want another one? No, 이거我包㗎. Well, there we have it. Mom approved. I made gotye and they're delicious. These are super easy to make, so even if you're not celebrating anything, I 10 out of 10 would recommend you give it a shot. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Chinese New Year. 新年快乐, 身體健康, all that jazz. Yeah. Thanks guys for tuning in, and until next time.